Hello friends, thank you for watching Hinovision YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to set a park action on the PTZ camera. Park action is where you want the camera to be viewing a certain area regardless of what functions we do on it. Say for example, you want to look around, do the PTZ functions on the camera, and when you're done with performing what we need to do, we want the camera to come back to the default field of view, or the default area where we want the camera to be looking at all times when we are not doing all these functions. So we call it the park action, basically saying the PTZ parks itself to the location we want it to be by default, or the area it needs to be looking at by default. So initially we have, we are gonna do that with the mini PTZ, one of our best PTZ cameras. So when we first connect the PTZ, we will always see the status of the camera as inactive. So let's go ahead and activate the camera, which means assigning a password to the camera. Activate, and there we have it. Now the camera is activated. Just refresh to see the new status. It shows active. Now we will log into the camera with this IP address. This is the default IP address of all cameras. If you have multiple cameras with the same IP address, make sure to select the camera by checking the checkbox next to it and modifying the IP address before logging into the camera. Double click. I have Internet Explorer set as the default browser, so it's going straight to Internet Explorer. If you do not have Internet Explorer set as the default browser, make sure you use Internet Explorer to log in with this IP address. Now we are in the camera settings. Click on the red bar right here to open the PTZ functions. You can increase the PTZ speed. Now we are doing the PTZ functions. Now I want the camera by default, say looking at the laptop screen by default. So this, no matter what I do, I want to look around, and when I'm done, I want the camera to automatically come to this area and park itself looking at this area. So the first step would be to create a preset. So let's make this a preset. So under PTZ controls, you will see preset 1, and if you hover your mouse onto the gear icon, it will say set. When I click on that, now the preset has been set. We haven't still come to the park action. The preset has to be set first. So let's say I turn the camera. To test the preset, we can hover the mouse, the cursor over the small arrow over there. It's called call. Click on that. So we are calling the PTZ to come back to that preset. Now the preset is set. Now we're going to set the park action. So we go to configuration on the top, PTZ on the left, and you can see 1, 2, 3, the 4th tab on the top says park action. Select that, enable park action, and the preset, we will use the preset 1. That means we want the camera to come to the preset 1 location after performing a PTZ function. Say park time, that means the camera will park itself after so many seconds. Let's change it to 10 seconds and save. Okay, now the park action is set. Now let's test it. Go back to live view. Expand the PTZ controls from the right side, and let's look around. Okay, now we'll look around, up, down. All right, now let's wait for 10 seconds. I'm done viewing. Now I don't know where to park my camera. The camera will automatically park itself to the original location. There we go. There we have it. It comes back to the parking location exactly to the exact coordinates automatically by itself by setting the park action. And this is how you set the park action on the mini PTZ camera. Thank you.